Welcome to today's Explainer. We are about to embark on a truly breathtaking virtual journey. We're going to unpack a highly detailed 14-day itinerary meticulously put together by the National Planners of Pakistan for their upcoming 2027 group tour. We're talking October 12th through the 25th, 2027. And this trip promises a wild, incredible transition, starting off in the vibrant, historically rich cities down south and taking you all the way up to the awe-inspiring snow-capped peaks in the north. If you've ever wondered how you could safely and comfortably explore this remarkable part of the world, well, you're in the right place because we're going to map it all out for you right now.
Okay, let's dive into this agenda. First, we're exploring the cultural heartland. Second, ascending the mountain transit. Third, we'll look at what your package includes. Fourth is pricing and logistics. And finally, preparation and booking.
Starting right off with Section 1, Exploring the Cultural Heartland. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer geographic scope of this 14-day loop, which is honestly massive. You touch down in Lahore on day 1, transit through the capital city of Islamabad by day 3, and then you push deep into the northern alpine regions. You're hitting Fairy Meadows, Skardu, and Hunza before weaving all the way back down to Lahore for your departure on day 14. You can just see how much ground is being covered here. Those first 3 days, they are an absolute crash course in cultural immersion. Seriously, right after you check into your hotel in Lahore, you are thrust right into the vibrant, bustling energy of Liberty Market. And that's capped off with a premium sunset dinner at the Monal, just looking out over this glowing skyline. Day 2 is a total deep dive into Old Lahore's heritage. We're talking the spectacular Wazir Khan Mosque, the historic Lahore Fort, and it ends with the legendary high-energy Wagah border flag-lowering ceremony. By day 3, while you're actually on the way to Islamabad, they've built in a guided exploration of the Kira salt mine. Get this, it's the world's second largest salt mine. You walk through these massive, beautifully illuminated tunnels. It's the perfect, vibrant, low-altitude immersion to get you properly acclimatized before the real climb begins. Which brings us to Section 2, Ascending the Mountain Transit. Now, what's really interesting about this is how the whole atmosphere, the temperature, the terrain, it all undergoes this gorgeous, rugged shift. By day 5, you hit Raikot Bridge, and you're hopping into 4x4 Jeeps for an exhilarating off-road drive to Tatu Village. From there, you're literally on foot, hiking right to the base of Fairy Meadows. The absolute centerpiece of this leg is day 6, a guided trek to the base camp of Nanga Parbat, globally infamous as the Killer Mountain. And after you get up close to the sheer towering majesty of that glacier, you get to retreat to cozy mountain cabins. Think nightly bonfires, local storytelling, just dining out under the open alpine sky. Sounds pretty amazing, right? After descending from Fairy Meadows, the journey pushes towards Skardu via the Karakoram Highway. And Skardu is this wild geographical juxtaposition. On one hand, you've got the serene, icy waters of Upper Kachura and Shangri-La lakes. But then, on the other hand, you have the high-altitude Sarfaranga cold desert. I mean, the itinerary literally includes dune bashing, jeep rides, and even motor gliding in a cold desert, all set against a stunning backdrop of snow-capped mountains. Plus, you get to explore some serious architectural history at the Shigar or Kaplu forts and visit the mesmerizing Mantoka waterfall. The final northern push brings you up to the legendary Hunza Valley. This region is just packed with iconic sites. You explore the Altit and Baltit forts. And by the way, Altit is an incredible 1,100 years old. You'll experience the stunning, bright turquoise waters of Attabad Lake, where you can jet ski or zipline. You've got photography stops at the thrilling Hussaini suspension bridge and the jagged Pasu cones. But a massive highlight here, traveling all the way up to the Khunjerab Pass. It's literally the highest paved international border in the world, sitting right on the edge of China. If you're lucky, you might even spot some local wildlife like yaks or the very elusive markhor. Let's just pause here for a second. The organizers, the National Planners of Pakistan, they state, "Every journey tells a story, and our mission is to make yours unforgettable." Before we get into all the administrative realities of international travel, I think it's worth reflecting on the sheer scale of the memories a trip like this is designed to create. It is a massive, heavy-lifting endeavor to string all of these remote, wild locations together safely into one seamless, cohesive group tour. All right, Section 3, let's look at exactly what your package includes. So the crucial point is figuring out what's handled for you, because pulling this off on your own would be a logistical nightmare. The included side is incredibly comprehensive. You get 14 breakfasts and 13 dinners. You get all the luxury air-conditioned transport, plus those rugged 4x4 Jeeps we talked about. You get expert local guides, all your accommodation, entrance fees, and, this is a really cool touch, professional photography and drone coverage of your group. Now, on the flip side, what's not included? You are responsible for your international airfare, your daily lunches, any personal expenses, mandatory travel insurance, and of course, your visa.
Section 4. Pricing, upgrades, and logistics. So what's the baseline price for this massive 14-day, 13-night package? It is $2,300. Now that price point covers a single person in shared accommodation. We're talking typically 3 to 4 people per room, so definitely be prepared to make some friends. But it's also worth noting if you're putting together a group of friends or family, they actually apply a group discount when 5 or more individuals book together. But what if you want a bit more privacy or a little more luxury? The itinerary offers some really fascinating add-ons. You can secure a single private room for the entire tour for an extra $580. Don't want the hassle of buying your own lunch every day? Throw in $350 and they handle lunch for the whole trip. You can upgrade to 5-star hotels where available for $100 a night, or book a half-day spa package for $150. And let me tell you, after trekking to Killer Mountain, your legs will probably be begging for that one. And for the ultimate flex, there's a $3,500 option for a private helicopter ride soaring right over those iconic mountain landmarks. The flexibility is totally up to you. Let's talk payment structure, because it's pretty strictly defined. You have to put down a 30% non-refundable deposit to secure your spot. For a single person, that's $690. The remaining 70% balance, which is $1,610, is strictly due by September 1st, 2027. That is just over a month before the October departure. Missing that deadline triggers an automatic cancellation, so it is absolutely 100% a date you need to circle on your calendar. Finally, Section 5, Preparation and Booking. Let's move to and see how this builds your to-do list before you can even pack your bags. You have to conquer the official Pakistan tourist visa process. The government runs this entirely online through the NADRA website, and it's a 3-step dance. Step 1, a preliminary assessment where you select visa prior to arrival for tourism. Step 2, preparation. You've got to gather your supporting documents and listen closely to this one. A digital photograph that must be exactly 350 kilobytes or less. They are super strict about that file size. Step 3, the application itself, where you create an account, upload the goods, and pay the fee online. The organizers emphatically stress applying at least 30 days before your departure. Don't leave it to the last minute. Last but not least, there are 3 non-negotiable rules hidden in the fine print that you absolutely have to know. 1, you must be at least 18 years old to join the tour independently. Minors have to have a guardian. 2, travel insurance is not optional. It is strictly mandatory, and it has to cover medical emergencies and trip cancellations. And 3, when you go to book those flights, you must fly into Lahore International Airport, airport code LHE, because that is where the dedicated airport transfers happen and where the tour officially kicks off. So, we've navigated through bustling ancient cities, we've trekked to the base of the infamous Killer Mountain, we've cruised over turquoise lakes, and we've mapped out all the practical logistics to get you there safely in October 2027. The only question left for you to answer is this: are you ready to step out of your comfort zone and discover the masterpieces of Pakistan? Thanks for hanging out with me on this explainer, and I hope it helped you wrap your head around the magnificent journey that's waiting out there.